Hey friends, welcome back to a very dry woodland. Yep, I'm gearing up to do some wild camping and some stealth camping. And before I do any of that, we need some rain. It's been extremely dry and we're in a drought here. I'm sure by the time you see this video, we will have gotten that much needed beneficial rain. I think there's rain coming tomorrow, Thursday. I'm here out on a Wednesday and you're viewing this probably on a Sunday. So the rains are coming. And I have a lot to do that's outside that does involve fire. But I'm going to be responsible and not do that. I wanted to just come out and talk about a few things and show you a few things anyways before I started gearing up towards my camping trips. And what that is alternative uses for camping from everyday items. And as an example, I brought some things out, dirt cheap, that I found that I'm going to use for their not intended purpose. So that's what today's video is all about. And in the meantime, I'm going to show you some pretty devastating footage from a hike I was on the day before yesterday. I was hiking in the Blue Hills Reservation. That's a photo of the tower I happened to be in. I was way up at the top, peeking out, and as you can see, this is around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That brush fire had started down at the Houghton's Pond area in Milton, Mass. And the next clip I show you of that fire is basically only 2 hours later, and it has quadrupled in size. These fires are out of control, and we desperately need the rain. Look at this, right here. That's that same fire just a couple of hours later. And yeah, you just got to practice fire safety. This is awful. Have you ever sadly seen or been involved or been around a brush fire? It's pretty scary. But, all right, well, I'll bring you back in a few minutes, guys. I've never seen anything like, the devastation from brush fires. I haven't seen it like that ever, like especially in my area, I haven't experienced that. Excuse me, I keep wiping my eye. The cold is like making my eye water. But yeah, but look at these woods. Everything is dry, like everything you see, and everything is a fire hazard. So I figured we'd take a walk around in the woods and enjoy a nice crisp day before the rains come. Yeah, I don't know, you're probably experiencing that in your area. Let me know if that's the case for you. But all over the place, you're seeing it on the news, New York and New Jersey, Connecticut, Massachusetts. We've got brush fires just popping up all over the place. And honestly, we haven't had any kind of lightning. We haven't had any kind of, any events that would spark these fires. So I believe it's been human error. People being careless. If you're a smoker and you're out smoking, don't smoke on the trail. Don't flick your cigarette butts into the woods or anything like that. I think a lot of these fires can be prevented. And I don't even know if you saw it on the news, if you're from around the Northeast area. There was actually, it was, feel free to look it up yourself. There was a volunteer firefighter who actually was caught on somebody's home camera system lighting a fire. I don't get that. What is it? You go set the fire, then you want to come out and look like the hero? I don't get that, And I'm glad he was actually caught, What is wrong with people? Seriously, what is wrong with people? But yeah, so I'm climbing up I'm climbing up this little hill in my area that I like to come to. It's fairly local. So just want to show you a couple of things, have a cup of coffee, just chill out. Very chill today, Like I said, I do have some camps coming up. I have a whole new system that I'm going to be taking out on a camp. And I do have some giveaways coming up. And My next thing though will be camp cooking, as some of you know I've been talking about. A lot of helicopters in the area too, as they're looking for brush fires. And but I did get that sauce from Kent Survival. He just came out with his own line of barbecue sauces. Yeah, there's some helicopters going by. You probably can't see it. It's right up there. And can't wait to get into that. So guys, I will get back to you in a moment. Alright, so I changed my mind. I want to take a walk and go to a different spot, so let's go. Yeah, I'm kind of always going up to the same area. Not that that's a big deal, but figured we'll take a walk and go somewhere different. I'm always in these woods, so I know this area like the back of my hand. So we're gonna come down the hill. Up the hill is usually where I go. We're gonna come down here, we're gonna go across, and we're gonna go way over there. I know that really doesn't mean much to you, but it'll be a change of scenery. But yeah, so yeah, lately, I don't know if you're like, anybody who's into the outdoors, I don't know, it almost becomes like an obsession. But you start thinking in outdoor camp mode all the time. Even when I'm like going grocery shopping, I'm like, hey, can I bring that out? Maybe I can get that and I can bring that out camping, or that might be a good camping meal or something like that. So that's how I think. And I think that way also when I see certain items. A couple of items that I found out there that you can pick up at your local Dollar Tree, not even expensive, that you can use as alternate items for, say, camping. I like multifunctional products. I like things that can be used for other than their intended purpose. And yeah, so I got a couple of things to show you today. We'll make a cup of coffee. We'll go out and see some cool sights. Kind of weird right now. It almost feels like that calm before the storm. You know what I mean? It's like dead silent in here. Well, other than, wildlife. Gilligan today. It's just very eerie, Seeing all the trees all naked. I mean, there is a beauty about it, Kind of have to accept, all the seasons for what they are. Get out there when it's cold and just know, it's not going to stay like that forever, I don't know which way to go. That way, that way. That way, that way, go that way. It is still beautiful to be in the woods, but it definitely looks, all right, I don't even know where the path is. I think I'm gonna go this way. Is this the right way? It almost looks like there's no path. Sure. All right, we'll go up this way. Why not? If you don't know where you're going when you're out in the woods, then just be aware of your surroundings and keep an eye on trail markers. Sometimes these markers are not clearly marked. Sometimes I think they should aptly name trails according to what they're like. They should name this the what were you thinking trail, or the you should have thought about this before you went in trail. I have no idea where this is going, but we're going anywhere trail. And that's the one I'm on right now. But I don't think I can get too lost in these woods. I'm just basically looking for a spot to have a cup of coffee, have a seat, show you these items I brought. Yeah, sure. We'll go that way. That's where I came from. This looks familiar, but I'm not sure I've been over here. So let's go check it out. It took a lot for me to get out here today. I was thinking, oh, well, you know, maybe on a better day, or maybe I'll do this and maybe I'll do that. And I forced myself to get out here, and I'm glad I did. There's a hill there. All right, just keep going this way. None of this really looks familiar to me, but hopefully it intersects with something that does. Yeah, look at all these trees that have come down, the uprooted trees, and all this right now is just all dry timber. You know, I mean, you kind of take it for granted when, you know, all these nice days that we have, but we need it all. It's almost like a good lesson, and it's not always sunshine and rainbows, you know. You need the rain and you need the storms to make the good days great. Where the hell am I? All right, so I'm not exactly sure where I am, so we're just going to keep on walking. And like I said, I'm hoping this trail, this path here, will intersect with a path that I'm familiar with. Just like that, you can get turned around. Like I said, they should name these trails aptly. The don't go down here unless you know what you're doing trail, the turn around now trail, the don't come here after dark trail. But anyways, all right, let's go find a place to sit down, have a cup of coffee, find somewhere familiar, and show you these items. All right. Yep, you might have noticed I am using the Fire Maple Petrol Pot and Green Peak Stove. I know I did a video on this, but you know what? Just that one video doesn't stand the test of time. I will be using it exclusively to be boiling water, making coffee, and doing all that kind of stuff for a little while. So I'll be able to report on, you know, its durability, if anything's gone wrong, if it's held up, did it fall apart, you know, that kind of thing. So that's what's happening. So I'm just gonna make a cup of coffee. And yeah, just get into showing you these items that I brought. Where are you? There you are. I'm like, are you over there? No, you're over here. I brought my table, but I don't even need a table. I brought this stashed. If you haven't noticed, yeah, I took a walk all the way around the woods and basically ended up in a place that I'm comfortable and familiar with. That's how it goes. Someone had mentioned that I should have one of those like little canister stabilizers. I do have one. It's just that I don't need one, especially for like when I'm out here with this log. But I do have one, and I don't even know if it's meant for these little ones as it is meant for the bigger ones. But yeah, I do have one. All right, yeah, that's on there stable. Great. All right. There we are, back out in the woods, chilling in one of my favorite locations. I just went all the way around the world to get to basically right to the same spot that I always go to. Whatever. Oh well, at least we saw some new sights for a minute. Coffee is freshly made. Obviously it's going to taste amazing because I made it out in the woods. So guys, cheers to you, and thank you for coming along on today's little video. Like I said, I'll be gearing up to do some camping. I'm gonna be, I don't want to say too much, but I'm going camping pretty soon, and I have a whole new system to show you, and some of it I'm going to be giving it away in hopes that I can get somebody who's wanting to get out into the outdoors, and maybe this will give them a little jump start with gear. So I do have a gear giveaway coming up pretty soon, so there's that. But yeah, so items for, that's the chair, by the way. If you hear anything weird and questionable that sounds like a body function, it's not. But anyway, so I just brought some things that you might be interested in. You might not be. I mean, these are not, these aren't anything I bought on Amazon. These are just stuff I've picked up along the way at like Dollar Tree or Dollar Store. There's nothing in this bag that I didn't spend more than $2 on. $2 or less is what I spent on everything in this bag each. So this is just an old stuff sack that I had. But the first item that you might have seen, I got this at the Dollar Tree. And this was before everything became $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. This was $1. And this resembles those little coffee mugs that you get, that are collapsible. This was $1. This was originally either, a cat food or a dog food dish. Look at that. Now, it could be a bowl. It could be a cup if you need to be. You could put it out, use it for snacks or anything like that. So, and it is a silicone material. This little plastic piece can come off. So it's just the actual red unit that you see here. But check that out. This is what it looks like. $1.25. So that's an alternate use, for things that you might see. So I saw this and immediately thought, something, I could use that for snacks. I could use that at camp. I could use that as an alternate cup. So there's that. So always think outside the box, when you're in stores and you're looking for camp equipment. Like I said, thrift stores, that's a great resource to actually find things that you might want to use outside, say frying pans or cook pots. Like I said, I got a mess kit, a little aluminum mess kit that, is the pan, the pot, and like a little bowl or a dish. I paid $3.45 for the whole thing. So I used that for a while, and I still use it to that day, to this day, this day here, today. Hold on, coffee break. And I am in the woods, but I'm in an area that's not used for hunting. So if anyone's like, hey, where's your safety orange? I actually do have it with me, and if I'm going into an area that I need to, wear any safety orange, trust me, I'm covered. All right, so I do have it. So we can all relax now. Okay. All right, the second item, I love this little item. The second item I found at the Dollar Tree is this. Look at this. This is like, it looks like a little jacket. It's like a little quilted jacket. This is probably a cosmetics case, but I'm not going to use it for a cosmetics case. This is going right into my backpack for either like little electrical gadgets, plugs, chargers, wires, anything like that. This could be used, yeah, look at that, right on there, $1.25. Got that at the Dollar Tree, and they come in a whole bunch of different colors. I was looking for black, but I settled on the green. And you could use this as your little ouch pouch kit, your little medical kit, just for whatever little things you want to put into your backpack that you just don't want floating around loose all over your backpack. This is a great item, Dollar Tree item, and it's just like your puffy jacket, Really, really cool, really spacious. Nice little ring right here. You could, hang it off of something if you wanted to. But this is like an alternate item, alternate uses for items that you find. So I find this to be a good little pouch for, whatever. Get a couple of them, color code your stuff, whatever. All right, so there's that. All right, what else we got? So I wanted to show you this, okay? Yup. We've all seen the poopy bags, the little dog waste bags or animal waste bags. Now these things are pretty big. I'll take one out and show it to you. I'm sure if you have animals, you know what these look like. But there's 60 pieces in here, right? 60 bags are in here. Take a couple of these with you when you're out on a hike, and now you have like a little bag for your waste, a little bag for your trash. Say some, maybe you have some wet socks or something like that, and here's a little bag to throw those in. Let's open this up and check it out. Throw that back. Coffee break. Peel this off. But yeah, this package has 60 bags. Even if you kept one roll just with you at all times, I mean, it just doesn't get any, it's good for it's a good value for the money, is what I'm trying to say. It's 60 cents. I mean, 60 bags for $1.25. So if you do 60 into $1.25, that's how much you're spending per bag. It is worth it. If I can figure out which end is the open end. But yeah, look at these dog bags. They're a good size. You might even be able to use them for sandwich bags. But that right there is a good bag for waste right there. Also, I think I had mentioned in a video, I also save bread bags. The bags that your loaf of bread comes in, I save those too. But yeah, this is a nice little trash bag, and there's 60 of them. So you take your trash, you have wet socks, wet clothes, anything you want to put in there, and roll up and shove it in your bag. I just thought that was pretty cool, so I use these as trash bags, and I'll leave that out right now for any trash that I might have. So there's that item. Rolling right along. Let's see. What else do we have in here? Then we have, all right, right there. This right here I think is pretty cool. This was like less than $1.99, and I got this at not the Dollar Tree, but like a dollar store or a Dollar General. This is pretty awesome. Look at this. This is a silicone, like a silicone container. It's got a little lid right there, But this can be used, and I'm going to be using this. I'm going to use this for like taking actual cream out on the trail with me, you know, for my coffee. I think it should be food safe enough. It's just, you know, I'm only going to be using it for like a milk or a cream. But that right there, I think is pretty invaluable. I think these are like travel cases for like, say like lotion or shampoos or anything like that. So I believe it is food grade also as well. And it's a silicone little container. So there's something to consider when looking at little containers. You know, like little containers in the, like the craft section. You know, those little glass containers. They make excellent little spice jars or little spice containers. So that's what I'm going to use that for, is some cream. And then this is one of my favorite little items. Sorry it's not like beautiful from the store looking. It like sort of fell off, but let me try and contain it to show you what it looks like. See that? These right here are newborn baby washcloths. What am I going to do with these? Well, I am going to put this in my coffee pot. You know how you have those little cloths that you might want to put in your cook set, you know, to scrub out your pot, or scrub out a dish or a cup or anything like that. Hold on. Whew. Damn, that mug keeps that coffee hot. But, you know, I'll cut these little white little tags off. But these cloths are excellent. This is going to go right over my gas can, and this will go right into my cook set. And it's they're small enough I could fit a couple of these in there. And they're kind of like a microfiber scrubby side on one side and like a smooth side on the other. I don't know if you can see that. But these right here, baby's washcloths. And that'll go right inside or right over my canister, and I'll shove that right into my pot, and I'll have enough room to put one of these in another one. One I can use for washing, one I can use for, you know, wiping off or drying anything. And so that's what I'm going to use that for. And you get 5 of them. So for $1.25, you know, you have one nice white one right here. And like I said, I'm going to take off these little, I'm just going to cut off the little tags on the end, but another little cloth right there. And I can use those for camping or in my, I mean, look at this. This is awesome. You know, 4. All right. So there's 4 of them, not 5 of them. I'm sorry. My bad. Thought there was 5. There's 4. And they have all different colors and cute little patterns. And you can use this for, you know, after you're done and you want to dry something off, you can get in there and dry off or dry out your coffee cup or whatever it is you want to do, your spoon, you know, anything like that. And yeah, I'm going to use those into in my canister cook set. I'm going to put a couple of right in my cook set right there. And so anyways, that's what I wanted to say. These particular items may not be for you, but these are what I saw that I'm going to use and I'm going to incorporate into my outdoor gear. I guess what I'm trying to get to is keep your eye open for alternate use products. You know, just because a product is designed for a specific task doesn't necessarily mean you have to stick to that particular task. You know, whether it's a container or it's you know, something along the lines of this. What do you use? I mean, have you done that yourself? Is there anything that you use that isn't used or that isn't used for its intended purpose? Is there something that you use that has an alternate use? I'd really like to hear that down below in the comments. Let me know. You know, maybe we can turn this into a let's help each other out. I use this for this. What do you use? Maybe we can, you know, sort of take something away from each other here. And you know, you don't have to, you know, constantly use products that are designed for, you know, other things. I mean, you don't have to use it for its purpose. Like this dog bag right here. This is great. And that's what I'm going to use it for. So anyways, that's basically what I wanted to do, is come out here and show you that, you know, not everything has to be used for its intended purpose. And I guess that's all I wanted to say. But I do have a lot coming up, guys. I want to thank you for sticking with me on these journeys. It means a lot. We're growing, and I think we can all learn from each other and share different tips and tricks and suggestions. You guys have helped me a lot with questions I have posed to you in the past regarding, you know, setups or hammocks, or, you know, how do I do this, or what would make this better for me. You've actually come through. So, you know, I appreciate you guys always. And yeah, I will speak to you guys soon. I'm going to enjoy my coffee, and I'll bring you back in a moment. All right, well, I'm out of here. Took my jacket off. I think I was a little overzealous with the apparel today. It is a little chilly, but it's not as cold as I had anticipated. It's about, I don't know, it's about like 50 degrees, and we're expecting that rain tomorrow. But, so what did you think? Did you get anything out of that? I mean, do you use items that aren't designed for its intended purpose? I was just kind of excited when I found, you know, these items that work for me that I can use as alternate products that you don't have to go out and buy. There's a lot of products out there that necessarily, that you don't have to use exclusively for what it's meant for. And to just talk, I guess, a little bit about fire safety, but I believe my audience already knows that. But including myself, we could all use a little gentle reminder to practice being safe out in the woods and with your fire, as you saw from all the damage that's been going around all over the place with these brush fires. So anyways, guys, that's this week's video, you know. Not everything can be a banger, as they say, out in the woods, running around doing crazy stuff, but we're going to get back into that next week. So anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, your weekend, or your week ahead, depending on whenever you're viewing this video. And that's a wrap. So I will see you on the next one, and I thank you for joining me today.